Welcome to Rising Traditions. Today we're making pear and blueberry crisp, or what we like to call in New Zealand crumble. Starting with 100 grams of softened butter, followed by a cup of quick oats. I made these in my Vitamix, but you can also buy them. I prefer the texture of quick oats over rolled oats like whole oats in this recipe. A third a cup of gluten-free flour. You could also use all-purpose or regular conventional flour in this recipe too. A third cup muscovado sugar. It's pretty much like brown sugar, but it's not refined. Brown sugar is made by taking sugar, refining it, and then adding molasses back in, whereas muscovado sugar is unrefined. It tastes just like brown sugar, so it's lovely, rich, sweet, molassesy flavor to it. Half a teaspoon of ginger, flat teaspoon of cinnamon, pinch of salt. So you could also grate the butter in two if you wanted. I kind of like it chunky. Oh dear. So you can get your fingers in there a little bit and just sort of mix it through, break it up a little bit. I don't mind when the butter chunks are quite big because they sort of melt and make the topping like nice and caramelly and yummy. So then we're just going to set that aside. Preheat the oven now while I remember. Now we're going to use canned pears for this recipe, and the reason for that is twofold. I find that they're less sweet than fresh pears, but also this is a kind of dessert recipe that you make in a pinch, so I'm just going to chop these up a little bit. So if you are using fresh pears for this recipe, use about 6 or 7 pears and peel them and core them. And you might want to pre-cook them a little bit too beforehand. In New Zealand, when we have canned pears, they come in two options. You can buy them in like a sweetened syrup, or you can buy them just in juice. I always buy them in just the juice because there's less sugar in it. Then we're going to go in with a little bit of cardamom. Now cardamom has a strong flavor, so you just want to add a little bit of that one. With some vanilla. A teaspoon of chia seeds. Now chia seeds just help sort of take up the moisture from the pears, and also make it like a little bit jelly-like, pudding-like, the base. Then I'm going to go in with some lemon zest. This gives it a nice fresh flavor. Good amount of zest, pretty much the whole zest of a lemon. Delicious tang. Don't mind my jinky setup here. Then I'm going to cut that lemon in half, put some of the juice in, and I like the contrast between the tang of the lemon with the sweetness of the pears. It just balances out the flavors. A teaspoon and a bit of cornstarch. The cornstarch helps thicken the juices in the bottom of the dish. So here I have half a cup of blueberries. I actually prefer currants in this recipe, but any frozen fruit will actually do. As long as you use the cornstarch, it'll gel up nicely. Oh gosh. It smells good already. You can smell the vanilla, the lemon zest. Yum. And this is just a great pudding to make on the fly, you know. It doesn't take long. And we go into a hot oven. Let me know in the comments below, are you a whipped cream person or an ice cream person? We love whipped cream around here. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.